Hello everybody, today we will be making scrambled eggs, and your first step is going to be turning on your stove and getting your pan ready. Now don't put it on too high or else your eggs and the things we're going to put on the pan are going to get too hot, maybe splatter a little. Your second step is going to take your eggs and you're going to crack them into your mug or your measuring cup. And then just set the eggs off to the side and throw them away later. Now before you do anything else, you're going to want to look in your eggs. You can put your hand in there, you'll have to wash them and see if you find any shells. So like here I found a shell. And just be aware there might be some like really tiny ones and they can be very sharp. There we go. So I got my shells out. Now, before I put my eggs on there, to make the eggs better, you're going to take a spoon and you're going to put some butter on the pan. So then they don't stick as much and it gives them flavor. Kind of like you're painting with butter in here. And if it sizzles too much, turn down the temperature on your stove some more so it doesn't splatter all over you. When you're done, you can just set it on the plate where the eggs were, and you can set your eggshells on there. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your eggs after it stops bubbling as much, and then you're going to pour them on here. It'll make some sizzling. Just be aware of that. And then I like to squish my eggs and like pop them open. You don't have to do that. It just gives you some more eggs. And then what you're going to do with your spatula is you're going to like scrape them up. If you have a smaller side, like if your pan has lower sides, just be careful not to throw them off the side because it'll make a mess all over your kitchen. And try and keep them all in like one area. Like I like to keep mine in the middle or over to the side, so then I just have them all cooking at the same time and I don't like have different pieces that I have to put on my plate. It'll take a couple of minutes. When you're cooking them, you can turn your heat back up so then they'll cook faster. And if you do it in the middle of the pan, they'll cook more because the heat is like right underneath. Sometimes it helps to push down the eggs. It might put like a pattern in your eggs if you have a spatula that has holes in it like mine. But once you get a solid good egg, sometimes you should flip them just to get the stuff on top. So then you don't just have not cooked egg on top, because then it could get sick. So once you have your eggs good on both sides, like this, you can turn off your stove. Sometimes it's good to let them sit there for a minute to cook a little extra. But when you're done, you're going to put it on your plate. You can set this off to the side so it doesn't warm up too much more. Then, with your plate, you don't have to do this, but it adds some more flavor to it if you take some salt. It's a little too much. Well, if you take some salt and spread it, and you could also just add this with the salt, like I'm going to do. You don't have to add too much, but put some pepper on there to make your eggs a little bit spicy. So now you have your perfect, delicious eggs. Hope you like your eggs. Goodbye.